Well, it's good to see you.
Well, thank you.
And it's great
Good
to see you in one piece. So let me start with this. I will ask the question that many football fans, many just human beings in America last week was asking when video of you from Pamplona in Spain came back. Just a real basic question. What the hell were you thinking? What are you doing out there?
You know, just tackling a challenge that most wouldn't do.
I would say. So, why? Why'd you do it?
Just trying out my new booster package that I was working on this year.
Your booster package.
Yeah, man. Every year you got to evolve yourself into something else. And this year we went a little bit above that and, went world class. But no, for me, though, it's literally like, would you rather, live and die? Mm-hmm. Would you rather die and never lived? For me. And you can do anything, pretty much that sums it up as you can do anything in this world, anything in this life. You can just go outside your front door and get in the car and something happened to you. An accident happens. You were safe. You can even go out there and be in practice and be on the football field and tear an ACL and you're safe. I can go out there and run the pools and I do something exciting and something that, brings out the best in me in my life, in my world. Mm-hmm. And I win at that. I become victorious at that. And it's an issue. I don't understand it because it's something that I feel like I'm doing that is like bringing peace and bringing joy to me. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited. Outweigh the risk, of course. I've never would have done it if I didn't, It's for me, though, it's that thrill and that excitement that I get. And then you look on the people's faces and they in a celebratory moment. Yeah. Can't never beat that, man.
Well, I saw it and my first thought was, okay, I'm assuming he prepared for this. Did you?
For sure. Okay. Like when you go through, I didn't really prepare because when I went in the arena, like I felt like somebody else took control of me and I became like a modern day kind of like gladiator, being in there back in that time and just feeling that, the Coliseum with the sands and the people that was around and you seeing everything and then it bull out and you see everybody running and, getting some people getting just smashed by the bull. Right. And then you look at it and I'm like, okay, everybody going running up and circling and going and touching again his way. Why don't I just take it up a notch and just jump over it?
Jump over it. So because we just looked at the video and I don't think the bull moves very much. You did, in fact, leap over the length, the height and length of the bull.
Yeah, I had to, match it up. I had to size it up. Pretty much have calculations to the point where you never want to jump behind it because you never know what it may do. It may turn right, left on a dime. Yeah. So I wanted just to face it head on.
The bull did just put its head down. Did you think it was about to try and gore you when you?
It was.
Gore you in a way?
Literally, it came straight directly at me. That's right. So I charged back at it. And I was like, hey, who's going to win, big fella? And so I just decided to go over it, and I knew I was going to clear it. It was just something that, I just made sure when I got down that it was a pretty clean landing. Like you do those 747s, just tap the ground.
Josh Norman here on the Rich Eisen Show. Have you heard from the Redskins?
Have I? Yeah.
What'd they say?
Nothing.
Really?
Was supposed to say something?
I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, you're pretty. Look, you're an. I'm not telling you tales out of school. You're a very integral member of the team.
Yeah.
So if I'm in management or a coach and I'm like seeing this video, somebody's presenting it to me, I'm like, what's he doing?
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, you gotta know your personnel. I think you gotta know your personnel. Know who you. Right. Who's the person that you're talking with, and knowing that person loves that type of stuff, and knowing that he won't put himself in jeopardy enough to put the team in jeopardy. Because for me, I just feel like something like that is nothing to me when you look at it and all I've done and just completely took myself in a role that most can't do that. Some guy got gored here in his neck. I think it was like a lawyer or something from here got gored in his neck. And I'm like, hell, you got to know your personnel. You go out there and run with the bull. You go get the horns if you don't, athletic enough to move out the way.
Because the video we're seeing here, it's in an arena. Did you literally run the streets with them too?
Yeah, I did the whole thing.
What is that like?
oh my gosh, it's crazy. Like, it's by far the most craziest, scariest, funnest thing I've ever done. Just because, you got those 1,500-pound bulls just running the streets, like 6 of them. You hear those bells, and then you see all the people just coming, and they are running fast. But it's not the bulls. I want to make this clear. It's not the bulls that get you.
What is it?
It's the people. It is literally the people, because the people will not move out of your way, and then we run some fool looking back, and then they end up jumping and bumping into you, and then there you go out on the streets, and those bulls charging, they ain't slowing down for nobody. Especially when they hit that dead man's curve, they in that bank, and if you in that bank and you trapped between the wall and them, it's over with.
Lights out. And is there? I'm being serious. Is there anything similar to running a ball back, running a pick back in the NFL to that sort of thing? I mean, obviously there's no life or death issue, but when there's people all over the place, you're used to running through traffic or being in a situation like that. Is there any comparison to the rush or the sensory perception of it at all?
You still get that adrenaline. You still get that adrenaline rush for sure. It's pretty much like, I don't know if I want to say this, but you watch The Waterboy by Boucher, right? Everybody watched that.
I'm interested where this is going. Yes, we have seen
the
that.
guy caught that punt, number 27. He ran through those holes, those tools, and it was like just him.
Right.
And then the end zone, and then you just saw that everybody was celebrating in that moment. It's kind of like that feel. It's kind of like that. Like you have that just, I don't know, that excitement just comes through you, but then that rush, like, oh shoot, I got these bulls behind me, and if I don't get out the way and get moving right now through those tulips, then something's gonna happen, and I'm not trying to be a part of that person that happened to it. So for me, I looked at it as I'm a sprint as fast as I can, get out of Dodge and see what happens, and some idiot came out the left side of me and just wiped me out, so I had to bank it real quick, and so I saw somebody fall on top of me, and then the bulls was coming, and I was like, well, let's make sure he stays on top of me. So if the bull come, it'll be him before me.
This is what was going through. This happened? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
but it was like literally, I was on the left side, but the thing is the bulls went straight down the middle. They don't never veer off.
Okay.
It's not nothing that they don't get trapped. If the one get behind, they catch up to the rest of the herd. And so when I got up, I started running to the rest of the crew. I had the pack bulls. There's like 4 of them running behind me, so I was running in front of them all the way into the arena. And once I got in that arena, everybody was like celebrating, having a good time. And then the next thing I know, they end up letting the bull out. I did never see this coming. And they let him out, and everybody started running around. And I was like, holy crash. Like, these guys coming out running. And so I saw that, and I tried to take it up a notch. And so when I jumped it the first time, everybody started like cheering and yelling. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. And then I did it the second time, and then I heard this word, El Saltador, El Saltador. And I didn't know what that means. I left that one day, and then I started hearing that through the streets, and I was like, okay, whatever. And came back the second day, did it again, and they stopped the music and everything.
Get
and
out of
they
here.
just started yelling that in the stands.
To you?
To me. Like me now, I'm a football player here in the States.
Sure.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
They don't know me from Adam House.
Josh Norman is not out there in Pamplona.
When I get there, and they start chanting that name, so I'm like a hero in Spain almost. Not even back here.
Hold on a second.
It's bananas.
Let me get this down so I
ever.
can use this on any host of shows this NFL season. El Saltador?
Yes, it's like the jumper.
El Saltador.
Like the matador.
Yes.
Like the matador is like the jumper. So
I would love just 1 second in my life to have the words El Saltador chanted to me.
Would be our fantasy name.
And the crowd, it was like the most exuderating feeling ever that came upon me just hearing that, and you just looking up. It's like you back in that gladiator space of time, you know?
No.
It's unreal.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live, or download the Rich Eisen Show app.